Who loves peach soda? Nico loves peach soda. Is it true? Oh yes, I do, I do, I do. Ooh. Anyway, I've got my drink and I got an egg roll, so I'm happy now. Let's move along.
You rang my doorbell.
The truck driver
Did
The little
not.
girl.
killed himself.
David is weird.
Like she's watching me.
I need to put David
Molly,
out of his misery.
is it okay to steal things?
Sleeping tablets.
Fingerprints?
Dead bodies.
I saw Jessica.
Should I kill David?
Hilda died last night.
Do you think I should tell her about
Psychokinetics?
the photos?
Dr. Dekker seemed to like a drink.
Bit of a drinking problem.
It's probably the same for Jaya.
One of his patients was trying to kill him,
He lent me some money.
leaving him messages.
Creature, human flesh.
I'd teleported.
Do you have that dream, Doctor?
That's a reassuring title.
Oh! Oh, Doctor. You look... Hmm. There's something I need to tell you. I can't find Dr. Dekker's prescription pad anywhere. I'm not sure when it went missing, but I don't remember seeing it for a while. Yours is there, but I'm scared one of the patients may have got their hands on it.
Not really
Let
my
me know
problem.
if you find it, anyway. And ask me about Mariana later. I've got news.
Got news, huh? Well, I feel like maybe I should ask you about that now. Hey, look, something that's not a sundress. Oh yeah, he did say there were death threats on the pad. Maybe Dekker got rid of it. You'll have to excuse me from chewing. This egg roll is quite delicious. What did you have to tell me about Mariana?
I've been reviewing your files. I know, I'm sorry, a bit naughty. But have you considered that Mariana may have murdered Dr. Dekker because of the money she owed him? She had most to gain. She got all the money if he died. And it makes most sense, doesn't it?
I agree, actually.
I've been...
Well, I totally agree with her about that. That's a little too obvious. Alright, Bryce. What nonsense have you brought me today?
I'm not feeling very well. I tried to sleep through the midnight hour, and I slept for 8 hours. When I woke up, it was looking at me. That thing was looking at me. Time was still frozen, but I can't escape it. I'm doomed.
No, we're gonna try to fix you, huh?
I'm not feeling...
Saw the figure.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was looking at you.
The thing that's following me.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't have a face.
I figured
I
much.
saw it close up when it was standing over me. It has no face, no eyes, no mouth, no nothing. Inside its hood is just space.
Hey, it is
Just
death.
a black hole.
Slept 8 hours.
I tried to sleep through my extra hour. I didn't want to face it. That thing has been taunting me. I wish I was still religious.
You could always start praying. Aren't you religious?
When something is chasing you, you start wishing that there was a higher power that could save you. I remember you agreeing with me that there are too many religions.
There are.
But I wish there was only one, and one that I could believe in. I'm not feeling very well. I tried to sleep through the midnight hour, and I slept for 8 hours. When I woke up, it was looking at me. That thing was looking at me. Time was still frozen. But I can't escape it. I'm doomed.
I'm gonna sleep through the midnight hour. That's when the monsters come tumbling out. I couldn't help myself. I regret nothing. What was the question I was gonna ask and I forgot it. That's my punishment for that song.
I'm not feeling very well. I tried to sleep through the midnight hour, and I slept for 8 hours. When I woke up, it was looking at me. That thing was looking at me. Time was still frozen. But I can't escape it.
Okay, time was still frozen.
I don't know anything about that.
You do. Have you spoken to Jessica yet?
Jessica has had a restraining order taken out against
I
me and
imagine.
her daughter. I showed her the photos, and then the rest is a blur. She was screaming, hitting me, pushing me away. In hindsight, showing her the photos might not have been the best thing to do.
True, I just told you to, be straight up about what you did to her. Showed her the photos.
That's not really what you...
That is what I wanted to ask you, but that's the word I didn't key in on. Wink, you're doomed.
It knows what I did with Dr. Dekker. It's been taunting me.
What did you do with Dr. Dekker?
It wanted me to follow it, so I did. It brought me here, Doctor. Here. It thinks I killed Dr. Dekker. I'm sure of it.
Did you? You killed Dekker?
I took his body.
Oh,
It
no.
was me. I took it from the coffin because I didn't want him put in the ground. I don't know what I was going to do with him.
Oh,
I just
no.
didn't think burial would be enough. Maybe I would cremate him. But the body disappeared.
Now I got a pretty good idea where it ended up. Took his body. You twit.
I don't know why you're asking me that.
Why did you take his body, you idiot?
I know you want to be buried, but it's never the end, is it? I have a private tool shed at the graveyard.
So you have a
I
kiln
moved
in
his
your...
body in there before the burial, but when I came back, he'd gone. It was locked, and he'd gone. How did that happen, Doctor? How did Dekker do that?
Maybe somebody saw you and moved him.
If someone else moved Dekker, they'd had to have picked the lock, moved the body, and then locked up again. Why go to the trouble of locking up again?
Beats me. Other than to fuck with you. Have you been doing for midnight hour, you naughty boy?
I've tried to avoid my extra hour. I tried to sleep through it. I did try one thing.
And what was that?
I spied on you, Doctor.
Why'd you do that?
You have a strangeness, don't you?
Did you spy on me?
You live in the same house as Dr. Dekker.
A what?
I spied on him several times, so I know the house very well. You kept it almost entirely the same.
Maybe I am Dekker.
Why did you live in the same house as Dr. Dekker? Is it a perk? Or you, Dr. Dekker?
You think I'm Dekker. I did Dekker. I'm Dekker.
That's not important, Doctor.
You just made it important, you fuckwad. Okay, let's see. I live in Dekker's house.
I have nothing to say.
I'm confused. Like, what the fuck just happened? Dekker came back from the dead. Talked to Claire yet?
Perhaps. It had crossed my mind that Dr. Dekker perhaps resurrected himself. Maybe he wasn't dead, just sleeping. Jessica has had a restraining order taken out against me and her daughter. I showed her the photos and then the rest is a blur. She was screaming, hitting me, pushing me away. In hindsight, showing her the photos might not have been the best thing to do.
Okay, let's ask him why. Did you show her the photos? Actually, I don't know. I think I asked that. You've been stealing again.
I teleported back into the art gallery after our session, in the midnight hour.
Uh-huh.
I replaced the painting, so I haven't stolen anything for a long time now. Perhaps a cheeky borrow best describes it.
You think that shit's funny, don't you? Cheeky borrow. Well, what did you borrow?
You're missing the point.
I am not missing the point. You were missing the point, and I just knocked the key off my keyboard. I don't know how to do that. Well, that was most certainly not the right way for that key to go on. Or was it? Oh yeah, it's the right way. I guess. Is it? No. But it can wait. I'll fix it later. Bryce, do you know about anything about a prescription pad?
I didn't steal Dekker's pad. I didn't have to. If I wanted to use it, I could just teleport in here and steal a sheet. Why take the whole pad? Why be that obvious?
He's so short-sighted. If he could really teleport. Well, actually, he couldn't teleport before this. But anyway, he's got his midnight hour. If he really wanted medication, he could just go to a fucking pharmacy and raid the damn thing. Get as much as he wanted every night and just go about his business.
I didn't steal Dekker's pad. I didn't have to. If I wanted to use it, I could just teleport in here and steal a sheet.
Have you stolen sheets before? Really? Okay. That's really where we want to go. Why am I provoking these people? Maybe Dekker teleported out.
Sorry.
Maybe Dekker teleported out of the shed.
It's not out of the question to think that Dr. Dekker teleported himself out of the tool shed. If I can do it, he probably can. That's the kind of thing I've been thinking. But the thing that's been following me, it can teleport too.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing might be Dekker. Is the thing Dekker?
The thing is your guilt. That's what it is, Bryce. The thing is your guilt. That's what it is. No, the thing is not Dekker.
And so it is. You worried me then, Doctor. I thought you were starting to believe in the unbelievable too.
Fuck no. You're all fucking nutters. That's all it is. You guys are crazy. Every single one of you's crazy. But anyway, I have a problem with this
steal
question. This
Dekker's
part.
pad. I didn't have to.
And it's
If I
preventing me from
wanted to
figuring
use
out
it,
what
I
to
could
ask
just
here.
teleport in here and steal a sheet. Why take the whole pad? Why be that obvious?
He couldn't teleport till last session, so how the fuck would he teleport in here to get a sheet if he didn't know he could teleport? That bothers me. Bryce. Did you know that somebody was leaving death threats on the pad?
Well, kudos to whoever had the guts to do that. Wasn't me. What did they say? You've piqued my interest now.
I actually don't know what they said.
You live in the same house as Dr. Dekker. I spied on him several times, so I know the house very well. You kept it almost entirely the same. Why did you live in the same house as Dr. Dekker? Is it a perk? Or you, Dr. Dekker?
Let's fuck with him, yes. I'm Dr. Dekker. Back to get my revenge.
I thought you were. You've come back to teach us all a lesson, haven't you? To punish us for trying to kill you. No, it can't be you. Prove to me you're Dr. Dekker.
I'm not Dr. Dekker, and that went dark, and I wasn't expecting it to. I'm not Dr. Dekker, you idiot. Where am I? Maybe I am Dekker. Maybe I'm Dekker back from the dead. Or maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm as crazy as they are, and Jaya just keeps me here. Like, Jaya's really the doctor, and they just keep putting patients in here to keep me pacified. It's a possibility. I'd actually explain a lot. Why did you teleport back to the art gallery?
I suppose I'm becoming lazy.
That didn't answer my question, but whatever.
Jessica has had a restraining order taken.
Jessica has a restraining order on you.
Yes. Apparently, honesty is not the best policy when it comes to me and females.
No, honesty is the best policy, but
I
you
think
should
I've
not have
regressed somewhat.
put something in that. What do you mean, regressed?
I don't know.
You fucker. It might actually be something I need to ask. Yeah, that's fine. He deserved that restraining order, honestly. The dude's a fucking sexual deviant at this point because he's been taking naked, like, he's been stripping women in this so-called midnight hour of his where they're unable to consent to having pictures taken of them while they're naked. And they aren't naked by themselves. He takes their clothes off and then he takes pictures. Honestly, most of the people on this list should be in jail.
I took his body. It was me. I took it from the coffin because I didn't want him put in the ground. I don't know what I was going to do with him. I just didn't think burial would be enough. Maybe I would cremate him.
Alright, why didn't you think burial was enough? Or did I just ask
Burial isn't enough for Dr. Dekker because he's evil. I thought if anything, we'd established that in our earlier sessions, Doctor. I had to destroy him properly, not just bury him in the ground.
Well, I'm done with Bryce now. Let's move on to our favorite possible mass murderer. Hi, Claire. Hello, Claire.
I'm fine. I killed David.
Oh, good.
Again.
Yeah, you should be used to it by now.
Like you told me to.
Good, good. You killed David.
With an axe.
You gave him 40
I got
whacks,
him
huh?
to put his head on the wood block.
That's
he didn't
impressive.
really know what he was doing. He trusted me.
And well, he trusted you and you stabbed him in the chest with a steak
I cut
knife
off
too,
his
so.
head. When I picked it up, he was smiling.
I think you wanted. He was already
Probably
dead,
a
buddy.
muscle spasm.
It was not a muscle spasm, but even if David was really, you know. You think he smiled?
Try hard.
Wasn't the right thing. Have you talked to the girl?
Anushka's fine, I would imagine. Her father came over to talk about the missing cat. It would have been an easier conversation had I not been splattered in blood and sweating like a milkmaid.
What is it with you and being covered in blood? I asked about the cat.
That's not relevant here.
You're right, it's not relevant. I don't know what I was thinking. What did her father do?
It seemed like he wanted to give me a piece of his mind, but when he saw the state I was in, he fled. There were no police that turned up.
Thankfully.
I suspect I've got away with it, at least this second time.
Oh, you haven't gotten away with a damn thing yet.
Now all that's left is for you to write up my diagnosis.
Want me to diagnose? Can't spell. Jeez, I can't spell. Diagnose. No, I was almost right. Your diagnosis?
That I'm not sound of mind.
Oh, you're very much not
That I
sound of
wasn't
mind.
sound of mind when I killed David. It's up to you whether you want to mention any of our other conversations. I'm happy either way.
You know, I'm not particularly happy, but you are certainly not a sound mind.
Doctor, did I tell you about that time that I used the power of my mind to bring my husband back to life? I can't imagine what I'd do to the psychiatrist that double-crossed me. But I'm sure it would be fun. For me, at least.
Now you're threatening me? You're threatening me?
No. Threats are usually made without the intention of following them through. This is quite the opposite.
Oh, you're promising me. Why are you threatening me? I just told you I was gonna tell everybody you weren't sound of mind. Fucking nuts. You killed your mother and your father, most likely, and your husband twice. At least in your head, you killed him twice. Think about that. Let's think about that. Oh, let's just go ahead and get this out the way, since before I start taking hints, I need to ask a question that's relevant. So, do you know about Dr. Dekker's first prescription ad?
That isn't important right now. Can we focus?
No, it is very important. Working 2 working days. I don't know what the fuck that is. So we'll find that out. Maybe we should. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa! What you got in your hands there? Talk about Dekker.
Oh, the continuing saga of Dr. Dekker.
It is kind of my job right now.
After he'd seen David and done his due diligence, he came up with an offer I couldn't refuse.
And that was...
Remember?
Yeah.
The one I told you about when we first met.
I actually do kind of remember. Yes, if you showed him David, he would help you.
I don't know anything about that.
That's what it was, but yeah, I definitely remember. Yeah, you know anything. Anything. This is what I was trying to ask, but apparently I didn't ask it right. About Dekker's prescription pad.
I never saw Dr. Dekker's prescription pad. I imagine he kept it hidden away. To stop people stealing it?
Possibly. Well, it's missing now. Somebody was writing threats in it.
I don't know anything about that.
Did you write the death threats in the pad?
I've already told you, I never saw his prescription pad, so of course I didn't write any death threats.
I have to ask, Claire.
It sounds like someone is trying to frame me. Who's trying to frame me, Doctor?
I don't know who's trying to frame you. I don't know who is trying to frame you.
Focus, Doctor.
I feel like I needed to get that out in the open. Okay, so you know anything about Dekker's prescription
I never
pad?
saw Dr. Dekker's prescription pad. I imagine he kept it hidden away. To stop people stealing it?
Was still steal his prescription pad. Who would steal the pad?
No, Doctor.
Said Dekker prescribed pills. Sleeping pills. But you didn't see the pad. What the fuck, yo? You said Dekker prescribed you some sleeping tablets. That's definitely a knife. But you don't remember. But you didn't see his pad. Why is it not allowing me to type that? That is exactly what it told me to type. You said Dekker. Dr. Dekker prescribed, because apparently you'll have to type it exactly like this. You sleeping tablets, but you never saw the pad.
It's true. I didn't see the prescription
Jesus!
pad. He gave me that prescription for the sleeping tablets just as I was leaving one day. He said it was worth trying them, but I wasn't sold.
Okay, so you didn't see the pad.
Oh, the continuing saga of Dr. Dekker. After he'd seen David and done his due diligence, he came up with an offer I couldn't refuse. Remember? The one I told you about when we first met.
Yes, I remember the offer.
Dr. Dekker wanted me to reanimate him. He said he would kill David unless I agreed.
What? Wait, you reanimated Dekker.
He called me on Valentine's night. He promised to use a disposable phone so there would be no trace. I was supposed to come here, where I would find him dead, and then reanimate him. I agreed immediately. It seems that Dr. Dekker went through with his half of the agreement. But I forgot to turn up.
Well, the plot continually creepily thickens. Okay, so Bryce, our dear Bryce here, he stole Dekker's body from his grave, but Dekker was never supposed to be buried. Claire was supposed to bring Dekker back, but she said she didn't. So now I'm curious about something, but that what I'm curious about is not something that will come up.
With an axe. I got him to put his head on the wood block. He didn't really know what he was doing. He trusted me. I cut off his head. When I picked it up, he was smiling.
Sorry, my fam is right on me.
Probably a muscle spasm.
He was smiling.
Surely that isn't what you need to be asking me right now.
Okay, I feel like that's something important. Oh, well, you know, and where is David's body?
I buried him near the lake house. I'm not sure I'll be allowed a second funeral.
No, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't
Besides,
be allowed one.
It's close enough to visit.
You won't be going back. Okay, so what else, Claire? What else, Claire? What else can you tell me? So David's at the lake house, but of course he's at the lake house. Everything is at the lake house.
I've already told you, I never saw his prescription pad, so of course I didn't write any death threats. It sounds like someone is trying to frame me. Who's trying to frame me, Doctor? I've already told...
Maybe Bryce. He's trying to frame you.
I need your expertise, Doctor, not your...
I don't know who's trying to frame. Why would Dekker want to kill David?
Yes. Dr. Dekker threatened to kill David. That terrified me at the time. I still had hope that David would recover.
Yeah, she's definitely holding like a machete. Okay, so she didn't write the threats, but I don't know what to ask her about the threats. I have the feeling she wants to... Maybe Mariana is framing you?
I don't really know the girl, but I did buy out her loan from Dr. Dekker.
Huh?
I mainly did it to shut him up about it. But can you imagine having him as a creditor? That poor girl.
Wait!
I hope it didn't accrue anything more than interest.
Wait! Wait. We have to write that note down. I think her motive may be money too. Claire bought out the loan between Mariana and Dekker. Interesting. Curiouser and curiouser. And we'll move along in just a second. I'm just checking my stats. It's pretty good stats on this. Okay, let us proceed forward. This is going pretty quick. I might actually finish this one up tonight. It's running a little late for me in terms of staying awake, but let's be real, I'm still awake anyway. We will do Elin, and then we will do Nathan, and then we'll do Mariana. It's like I don't want to do... I'm worried about... I don't like how she's looking at me, but I'm really worried about Nathan. Okay. Alright. Hello, Elin.
I'm good. I feel better.
You
Last
look...
session, That was all negative. I don't want to be like that.
You know, Elin, there's nothing wrong with being negative.
I made you something. A little thank you for being so nice. They're cookies.
You made me cookies.
The usual stuff. Flour, sugar, butter, chocolate chips, and my special ingredient. A little herbalist magic to give you.
Hell no.
You look like you need it.
No. You've put herbal magic in the cookies. Gee, thanks.
You can put herbal remedies in food.
I know you
The
can.
effect's more subtle, but it does work.
I'm not eating those fucking cookies. Why are you happy?
I'm a happy person.
Uh-huh.
And really, what's the point of being miserable? It doesn't matter what's going on at work or anything.
Oh my god, she's gonna kill me.
Happy is the only goal. Max told me that. I think some footballer might have said it.
Max. I thought you didn't like him.
I told you about Max.
Yes, you
right?
did.
Didn't I mention him before?
Yes, you had a date with Max.
Yes, but you don't know the whole story. Max
Hmm?
is 77.
Oh my
He
god.
was one of my patients. I thought he was dying, so I shifted for him. Became an old sweetheart of his, apparently. Only Max didn't die.
Hmm.
He actually got better somehow. And then he came and asked me to do it again.
So you keep shifting for Max.
Thing is, because Max didn't die, he saw me change back after I let go of his hand. There wasn't anything I could do about it.
Awkward. You got another achievement too. Yay! Alright. You said only those about to die could see this shift.
Sorry, I don't know.
But you said that. That's what you said. Oh, yeah. Do you know anything about Dekker's prescription pad?
What about the prescription pad?
Have you seen the pad?
Yes, I took it. I
You
had to.
what? Wait, what? Why you take?
Dr. Dekker told me he could use it to take away my gift.
He told you the pad could take away your gift. Said he could take away your gift.
Sorry, Doctor, I'm trying to answer you.
Well, you just moved back to the top of my fucking suspect list right alongside Mariana. Now you've got even more reason to kill the man. He said he could take away your gift, which is apparently your only purpose in life. Who was Max's sweetheart? I didn't even realize that was something I should care about.
Eleanor, her name was, or is. Like I say, he doesn't even know where she is now. But she obviously still loves him. When I shifted, I felt all fluttery and excited. It's so sweet, isn't it?
What's wrong with you? What the fuck is... What is wrong with you? There is something seriously wrong with this woman. Other than crazy. She's clearly crazy. Like... Claire is unnerving. But it's in that I know she'd kill me kind of way. But at least I know she'd kill me. And I could keep several layers of concrete between me and her. So, you know, I won't be in a room anywhere near sharp objects with Claire in the same room with me. This one smiles too much. She smiles too much. She's too fucking happy. Something is wrong with her, and I'm starting to believe she really is killing her patients. Did you know about the death threats?
Someone was sending Dr. Dekker death threats. Had no idea.
I don't believe her.
He never said anything to me about it.
They were in the pad, so if they were there, you should have seen them.
I'm good. I feel better. Last session, that was all negative. I don't want to be like that.
But it's good to be negative sometimes. But it's good to be negative sometimes. It's a healthy reaction. It's part of being a human. You have to have both emotions. Did you become Eleanor? Or again for Max?
Yes, Max and Eleanor had dinner on Valentine's Day.
That explains why you were with the guy.
I felt a bit weird when he asked me.
You should have.
But he said he just wanted to have one more date with her, and then he wouldn't ask me again. And to be fair, he was a perfect gentleman. I mean, I didn't want to have that conversation.
You? Thanks, Claire. I mean, Elaine. Thank you, Ellen. I really, God, why? Thank you for that mental image that I will have to end my evening on. Thank you. Thank you for that, Elin. It is not appreciated. How could Dekker use the pad like that?
Maybe he was just winding me up.
He was
I don't
totally
know.
winding you up because
But he said that he could write a prescription and whatever he wrote on it would be true. Like he could write, Elin can no longer shift. And that would be it. I wouldn't be able to shift anymore.
why? That's a good question. Why didn't Max die? Max die.
I don't know why Max didn't die. It usually works.
Weird. What do you mean it usually works?
I just mean when I shift. They see their loved one and say what they have to say, and then there's nothing stopping them from moving on. Why? What did you think I meant?
Well, they do call you the Angel of Death.
I don't know what to tell you.
it's what the nurses were calling you. How's Terry? I saw that.
Why don't you check your notes? Maybe there's...
No, there is something. Come on. How's Terry? You said you stole the pad. Did you kill Dekker too?
I could never hurt anyone. You have to believe me, Doctor.
No, I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all, because you seemed pretty threatening to me when I suggested maybe shifting was a bad thing. You seemed real intent on not having that stop. You seemed really intent on having that not stop. She asked what I thought about shifting usually works. Sounded like she kills her patient. Honestly, it sounds like you kill her patients.
You think I kill my patients? I thought you knew me. Oh, you're worse than Terry. Mind you, I shouldn't speak ill of her.
And yes, Elin scares me. That's the best way to put it, Lieutenant Dave. Elin scares me because She's like that closet serial killer. I'm about 90% sure that she's killed all of her patients so far. And I don't think she meant to do it. But then again, she might. I know if I have a choice, my character's not eating those fucking cookies. Do I really need to ask that? I mean, I know, like, he's 77. What conversation do you think she doesn't want to have with him when she's in the form of his lover? Happy cookies. No, I don't think that's happy cookies. I think that's murder cookies, because she seemed pretty pissed off at me last session. What conversation didn't you want to have with Max? Ink.
The I don't sleep with 77-year-old men conversation, of course.
Duh. I mean, I don't feel like I had to ask that question, but whatever, game. Because he's an asshole. That's why he would do it, but then again, he might not have been an asshole. He might have just legitimately been trying to save these people. I don't think so, but you never know. I'm listening to crazy people tell me what they thought of their doctor. Why would Dekker want to take away your gift? To fix her is my guess. The only way to fix it is to make it go away.
He was just trying to cure me. I mean, I thought he believed that I could shift, but maybe he didn't.
I don't believe he can shift.
Maybe he was just humoring me the whole time.
Most likely. Most likely. Most likely.
Maybe he was just winding me up. I don't know. But he said that he could write a prescription and whatever he wrote on it would be true. Like he could write, Elin can no longer shift. And that would be it. I wouldn't be able to shift anymore.
You believed he could take away your shifting. Shift. It's not right either. I'm not really sure what to ask them at this point. Oh, well, thanks for the cookies, I think.
You're very welcome.
I'm not eating them. I am not eating those cookies. I refuse to eat those cookies. I do not trust you.
Yes, Max and Eleanor had dinner on Valentine's Day. I felt a bit weird.
Is the dinner is that why you were at the docks?
I don't know anything.
Come on, like, it should be able to let me to go back to that stuff. That is a good question, game. Thank you. Have you ever, by chance... Wait, I should write this the other way. By chance, did you make Terry cookies?
I only make cookies for people I like, Doctor.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Just making sure. You said Terry was sick, and all of a sudden you didn't like me last session, and you bring me a box of cookies, and you'll have to forgive me if I'm a little nervous about that. Well, I would imagine so. She did it down by the docks. Anyway, have you ever shifted outside of work?
The only time I've shifted outside work was with Max. Oh, and here, with Dr. Dekker.
And your attempt with me, because you did try to do it with me. Something did happen.
I'm good. I feel better.
Why do you feel better? Dang it! Looks like all the keywords I keep seeing aren't the ones that are triggering anything. Okay.
I don't know why Max didn't die. It usually works.
maybe Max got better? I don't know. I don't fucking know. That's what I was trying to ask. Did you really believe whatever he wrote on the pad would become true?
You never met Dr. Dekker. He could make the craziest things sound true.
Clearly, he convinced
And
you
he showed
that
me
you
some
could
of the notes
shift.
he'd written. Wait, I think I've got one here.
Why? Why? Why?
Here. See?
Well, I got a clue at least. Let's see. Note from Dekker. Sarah Dekker will die tomorrow and you will help her through it. D. Wait a second. He said Sarah would die. Tell me about Sarah.
What do you mean? Sorry.
Shit. This is big. Did Dekker say he was adopted?
I'm not sure where you're going with that.
God damn it. This is important. I appreciate it, game. I appreciate you asking what I would not ask, because I feel like I should just be straight up polite. But sure, I guess it's the southern in me. Are those cookies poisoned by chance?
No. What do you think I am? Fine. Don't eat them then. I was just trying to be nice.
I was gonna just like not eat them, but sure. Feed them to a dog or something. I don't know. I ain't wishing ill on animals, but I mean better the dog than me. And I only mean like a little nibble. Hey, look, feed it to a rat on the street. The rat gets sick. Nah, give it to a raccoon. Raccoons are assholes. There, that problem solved. Alright. Did you lie about Max dying? I don't know what that means.
No, that's right. Shifting does only work when someone is near death. But Max is dying.
Okay.
I mean, he didn't die when he was my patient, but he's still ill. Terminal, you know.
Cancer, more than likely. Alright, well, at least I'm done with her. Are you calling me a monster or her a monster? Alright, Nathan. Let's see how you're doing today and your inability to find a different shirt to wear. Hello, Nathan.
I think you know who killed Dr. Dekker, so you're gonna have a good day. Can we talk a bit about hypnotism, though?
Can we back the fuck up? I know who killed Dekker?
This might feel like the darkest timeline, but it's not my darkest timeline. I didn't kill Dr. Dekker.
I don't think
I
you
look
did.
at one of your other patients, or maybe even your assistant.
I have considered that, and I am almost 100% sure she's going to feed me to some eldritch horror. And yes, I agree. She is a monster. She is terrifying. Of the people I have talked to in this game, from start to finish, she and Jaya scared the ever-living shit out of me. Jaya literally, because she's got this habit of just popping up once in a while on the screen. She almost made me choke on a burrito yesterday. That was not fun. And Elon's just too fucking happy. Nobody should be that happy all the time. Nobody.
I think you know who killed Dr. Dekker, so you're gonna have a good day. Can we talk a bit about hypnotism, though?
Sure. Let's talk about hypnotism.
I've heard you can plant key words in people when they're hypnotized. How would I know if I had any? I think that the hypnotism didn't take, but maybe Dr. Dekker did hypnotize me, and it did work, and he told me to think that it didn't. I think I found one of the key words.
You made no fucking sense at all. But whatever. Well then, what's the keyword?
I can't say what it is. I don't want to trigger it. I was on the phone to my dad last night, and he said something, and boom, I fell asleep. Normally I wish that kind of thing would happen, but it just happened. I phoned him back. I thought it was seconds, but it was an hour later.
Interesting.
I asked him what he'd said. He'd watched some NASA program. He was reading off planets. It was one of them.
Was it Pluto?
Pluto's not a planet, is it? And why are you even trying?
It is. It is a planet. They changed it again. Maybe Uranus.
I don't want it to be triggered.
Okay, I'll quit. No, I won't. Mars? Okay. Neptune. Okay. Game won't let me have any fun.
I can't say what it is. I don't want to trigger it. I was on the phone to my dad last night, and he said something, and boom, I fell asleep. Normally I wish that kind of thing would happen, but it just happened. I phoned him back. I thought it was seconds, but it was an hour later. I asked him what he'd said. He'd watched some NASA program. He was reading off planets. It was one of them.
Okay. It's God dang it, it's totally Saturn. Isn't it? I was right! You okay? Olay, are you okay? Nathan?
No, sorry.
I'm almost sorry about that one. I was gonna bug me till I got the right planet. But he didn't go to sleep. Maybe he just thought he went to sleep. Maybe he went to go do something. Well, I found the keyword.
So he did plant me with something. I had absolutely no idea. Did you find out what the key word is? What is it? No, don't say it. Write it down for me. And thank you. You know, there's something I've not been telling you.
And what would it be you didn't tell me?
It's about time travel.
What the fuck? Okay, Donnie Darko. What the hell? Okay, you saw that girl, right? And it's gonna be a couple seconds from now, but you saw the little girl, right? God, I had Quip ready and it's just gone. Darko. Tell me about time travel.
I read a book about time travel. I thought what was happening to me was a type of time travel.
No, it's not.
I couldn't control it, but at the end of each day, I would travel back in time to the beginning and live it over again. I'm like Doctor Who, but I don't have a TARDIS.
You're not reliving the
I
same
can't
day, you
choose
just
what
don't
time I
change
go to.
clothes.
Except once.
Once?
The doctor said she was legally still alive. The only thing they could do was starve her. Hannah didn't die in the accident the first time around. It was worse than death. She wouldn't have wanted that. I was looking at a photo from around the time of the accident. I had a lot of alcohol, which I think was probably necessary. I jumped back to the junction. I started pulling out, but the lorry was already on us. I drove into the lorry to make sure. I didn't wake up in hospital because I woke up the next day, present day. Things had changed.
That sounds like a dream.
I can't tell you anything about that.
But that does sound like a dream. Oh, I have a hint. I didn't notice that. So, you went into a trance when I said the word. And the word is not the bird. Well, you went into a trance. Wait, it's not gonna let me say that? Oh, I guess saying I found the keyword works for the trance. I got it. I got it, game. I don't really want to encourage this, but sure. How have things been with Mariana, the Red Devil?
Things have been interesting. Thanks to Mariana.
How interesting.
We went on a date. Well, sort of.
Sort
She
of.
texted me this bar she was going to, and I just turned up.
Uh-huh.
She can dance. I was transfixed most of the night. Next thing I know, I'm lying in my bed, at home. The room's spinning. The day moved forward. In fact, every night I go and watch Mariana dance, the day moves forward.
She's been lying to me!
Do you think Mariana likes me?
I think she is dangerous.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
I call her the Red Devil for a reason, my man. Let's see, what else do we have here?
I read a book about time travel. I thought what was happening to me was a type of time travel. I couldn't control it, but at the end of each day, I would travel back in time to the beginning and live it over again. I'm like Doctor Who, but I don't have a TARDIS, and I can't choose what time I go to. Except once. The doctor said she was legally still alive. The only thing they could do was starve her. Hannah didn't die in the accident the first time around. It was worse than death. She wouldn't have wanted that. I was looking at a photo from around the time of the accident. I had a lot of alcohol, which I think was probably necessary. I jumped back to the junction. I started pulling out, but the lorry was already on us. I drove into the lorry.
You had a lot of alcohol.
I don't think I know about that.
Okay. Alcohol seems to be something that matters. You killed Hannah.
I'm at peace with Hannah now. I can save her. And I'll keep trying, but I must move forward. I did kind of ask you not to talk about this anymore, but I suppose you're not taking notes.
It's my job to talk about it, though, buddy. It's what I do. It's what you. No. It says right here, I'm clearly. God, it's there again. It's the kid. What the fuck is that? A note.
I've got nothing.
What if I told you I just saw a little girl?
I don't know.
Good answer. Alright. No, I don't actually think Mariana likes you. Or anybody. For that matter.
So what you're trying to say is that Mariana is just using me and has no interest in me romantically whatsoever. Thanks. That helps my self-esteem.
What you gonna do, man? You asked. I think she's using all of us. I think she's very clearly using all of us. I mean, she's been hitting on the person I'm playing since the minute she walked in here. Oh, prescription pad. You know about the missing prescription pad? That is really starting to fuck with me. Because that's like
His
the only place
prescription
that's
pad's
happened.
missing. The one with all the death threats on it.
I mean, I know who took it.
Do you think the murderer took it to cover their tracks?
Elin said she took it.
Question after question.
Alright, whatever. Yeah, maybe the murderer did take the pad.
No, I didn't take the prescription pad. Why is it such a big issue? Who'd want it? Do you think the killer wrote out a prescription for temazepam, faked Dr. Dekker's signature, and got it made up? Maybe. But I'm already on temazepam, Doctor. I wouldn't need all that drama.
What the fuck is the point of the temazepam, too? What is this demonic drug that these people are using? Because, like, everybody's on temazepam or has heard of it. Or refused to take it. Why? What do you mean, why is the murderer covering their tracks? I think the murderer is covering their tracks.
I suppose it could be a coincidence, but I'm guessing whoever murdered Dr. Dekker stole his prescription pad.
Well, Elin's who stole it. And as interesting a woman as she is, I don't think she actually killed Dekker. I think she's trying to kill me. But I don't think she's trying to kill Dekker.
We went on a date. What sort of? She texted me this bar she was going to, and I just turned up. She can dance.
Alright. Was the bar the Pearl?
What are you trying to get me to say?
No, I was just trying to see where you went. What things had changed?
Her obituary changed in the press clippings I kept. It said she was killed instantly. Nothing else changed. Her family seemed to hate me more, which is ironic because the first time around, they pulled her off life support. So I saved them the indignity. Now they just think it was my careless driving that caused her death.
Well, I guess in his own way, he kind of made things better. And as much as I'd like to just take my happy ass to sleep right now, I'm actually going to try to finish him up tonight. And then that way I can just move into Jaya and Mariana tomorrow when I pick this back up. These two are very shady. Bryce is starting to move up my suspect list, but right now my sights are firmly set on Mariana, but that's just a little too obvious. Which probably means it's either Elin or Claire. Not so sure it's Claire, although Claire does have a track history of killing people, but she tends to kill people important to her. And I don't really think that Dekker was all that important to her.
Her obituary changed in the press clippings I kept. It said she was killed instantly. Nothing else changed. Her family seemed to hate me more, which is ironic because the first time around, they pulled her off.
Okay. Family hated you more.
You ask a lot of good questions.
It's not the one I need to ask then. The clipping changed.
Question of...
That's not what I need to ask
No.
either. Not hint. Why didn't... That's a good question. Why didn't just drive away from the lorry?
I didn't have time. I jumped back to the split second the accident happened. The truck was already on us. I swerved left the first time, so I tried right. If I could have saved her, I would have done. I didn't want her to die.
I'm not saying you did, just had to ask the question, alright? I actually feel bad for you. I think you're one of the few decent people in here. You say the first time I met you that you couldn't time travel.
We just met. I chose not to tell you I travelled back in time. Sorry. If I could turn back time, Doctor, if I could find a way.
If I could turn back time, if I could find a way. I should really just walk away at that point. Oh, but I'm almost done. Oh man, that was worth it. I was not expecting that. That was totally worth it.
I didn't have time. I jumped back to the split second the accident happened. The truck was already on us. I swerved left the first time, so I tried right. If I could have saved her, I would have done. I didn't want her to die.
Did you try the brakes?
I've got nothing.
I believe you. No, I can't say that either. I believe you, Nathan. I believe that you didn't. When did you travel back to the accident? Would he know? I mean, he's claiming that he's just switching time constantly.
The day before Valentine's Day. I was looking at pictures of Hannah and it just happened. The next day for me was Valentine's Day. Present day.
Okay. Interesting.
I didn't have time. I jumped back to the split second the accident happened. The truck was already on us. I swerved left the first time, so I tried right. If I could have saved her, I would have done. I didn't want her to die.
Had he read the diary yet? That's a question. Do you like dancing? Bet he just likes her dancing.
Do you ask all your patients that? Or just the pretty ones?
Well, you do have lovely eyes.
I don't know.
I have to entertain myself. I'm not sorry at all about that. Oh man, it's hot tonight. I am almost done and it's just holding on to me. It won't let me be free. Won't let me be free. I got 3 questions with stars next to them. I just want this damn thing to go green. That's a redundant question, but whatever. Why don't try jumping back again to save her?
I've tried, but I can't do it. To be honest, nowadays, I'm more interested in moving forwards.
It's a good way to be. That is the way to be. What things have changed? That's what I want. You didn't tell me she was on support before.
I haven't been lying.
Didn't say
As
you
far as
were.
everyone's concerned, she died in that car accident. Instantly.
If he had a way to prove that, that'd be nice. But actually, I take it back. I don't actually want them proving any of this shit to me. If all of them really are crazy, it's for my benefit, because if they're crazy, then I'm clearly just having stress dreams and Jaya can't torment me in my sleep. Yeah, I think I should tell them that. Now, need you to pay close attention. Mariana might be a killer.
Wow. I think you're just jealous, Doctor. I mean, if Mariana really was killing people, I'm pretty sure you'd have to contact the authorities. I mean, that's what you do, isn't it?
Patient confidentiality. It's not something I can do. But at least I'm done with Nathan. And my 2 favorite girls. I say that loosely. Because really only Jai is my favorite girl, and despite the fact she's trying to kill me, more than likely, I do like her. I believe I am done for the evening. It is past 1 a.m. here. So yeah, if you are new to my channel and you like what you've been seeing, you've been enjoying chatting with me, feel free to hit that follow button on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And as usual, remember to save often, you'll live longer. Peace.